All right, what's up, guys? It's Dylan. Today I'm here with Zane. And I basically had this crazy like 2 year transformation that I saw in one of his YouTube shorts, and I just wanted to hear about his story. So from here, I'm gonna let you take it away and just kind of walk me through it.
Okay, so it's the my transfer. I was 280. I weigh
280.
185 right now, but I was 280, and it was one night in April. It was April 26, 2021. So this has only been 2.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So one night I was like, I think I saw another dude's TikTok transformation, and I was like, shoot, I was like, if that guy can do it, I can do it. So
Sure.
I literally was just like, all right, let's get to work. I hit up one of my friends that knew he lost a ton of weight. He knew what he was doing, and he was like, take progress photos right now. And I
Yeah.
was like, all right, I got it. I was like, I went in the mirror, took some ugly progress photos. My lord, I wish I did my hair or something before.
Yeah.
But I literally was like, all right, let's do this. And I remember I starved myself, which is terrible.
Yeah.
So I think I lost like 30 pounds the first month. Something terrible. It was very bad. So I think I just like, which I never recommend. Do not starve yourself. It's
Yeah.
like the worst thing to ever do in existence
I
because
agree. I
it has
agree.
messed up my body, like even till right now, like
Really?
starving myself
Wow.
for so,
I'd love to hear
yeah,
more
my
about that eventually.
metabolism, I was gonna say, yeah, we'll talk about that. But so yeah, I who knows? I went on like the strictest diet ever
So it was just like one
for
day, like you just like you saw
one
like a
day.
short,
Literally,
just
like I was gonna say, some people have asked, like, what was the build up, all that? And I was like, I don't know. I enjoyed life. Like I loved myself. There wasn't like, oh, I hated myself. Like, no, I love everything I still love. I was like, I love myself. I love life. But I knew I had more to me. So I was like, all right, let's
Yeah,
get it through
that's
it.
really interesting because I feel like that's not what I was expecting. I was expecting you to say like it was kind of like a back and forth for a few months, and then
No,
finally you kind of like copped into gear and
no,
you got on. But
bro.
it was just like that. Okay.
Yes, it was literally, it was just one night because I didn't even think about it really. Like I wasn't even thinking about it. Like losing weight, like let's change up something. Maybe I was just bored. Who knows? But I literally was just like, let's do this. Like let's change something. You know,
And
I was
how
like,
old were you
let's
at the time?
19. I think, or
19.
yeah, I think I just turned. No, I was actually 20.
Okay,
No,
so
no.
20.
What am I? Yeah, no, I was 19. My bad. Now it took me forever. I was not. I just turned 19.
All right.
But so yeah, I just turned 19. I'm 21 now.
Okay.
And so yeah, dude, I was so fat, my lord. But yeah, literally just one night, boom. I remember so many people have asked me, I don't know. I just one night I was like, let's do it. And then so yeah, I like people I wish I had the motivation I had then that instead of or oh I'm gonna rephrase that. I wish I had the motivation I did then when I started losing weight, like right now, because that
Hmm.
motivation was through the roof.
So
I
your
think I ate
motivation
clean,
has come down a little bit.
like my motivation's good. Like I'm still like
Okay.
looking good and stuff,
Yeah.
but that was like I didn't have a cheat meal for like 5 months, maybe. Like
Oh,
who
damn.
knows?
That
It
is
was
impressive.
insane. Like I was just because I was seeing progress. Because when you get that big and you do like a change like super quick, like you'll see progress like faster than like I will right now.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I love seeing that progress and all that. And I was like, okay, let's just keep getting to where we can go. And so I got like super like skinny fat, and like I was just like skinny fat everywhere, and it was bad. And then I started working out in November of 21. So
Okay.
I did not hit the gym. It was straight diet and like working. That
Interesting.
just like yeah.
Like you
And
mean
then I
working like like a physical labor job or something where you're moving around
yeah,
or like
like my dad does concrete, so I would just help him out, and so that would just help a
yeah.
little bit because
Yeah, manual
it's
labor
a
jobs are
tough
great for
job.
burning calories.
Yeah. That's I was about to say I was like that can be my gym, but I
So
didn't want to be like a or go on.
I was gonna say so you said you starved yourself for the first 30 pounds from 280 to 250. So like
Yes,
how long
bro.
did that take to go from that change just from like minimalist diet basically?
Like just like straight from like what I used to eat to that.
Well, yeah, like you said, you did it like instantly. So, like you said, for the
Yes,
first 30 pounds. So, like the first 30 pounds were like without the gym, basically, for the first
yeah,
five
that was just
months.
straight diet, bro.
So, you
That
lost
was
30 pounds over 5 months by just like changing the way you ate, basically.
or no, not 5 months. If 5 months, bro, I think I was down 50, 60. It was crazy. I
Okay.
seriously lost. I need to make a YouTube video on like the just the weight because my
Hmm.
weight loss is insane. Like I
Yeah.
lost weight so fast. but it was terrible. It was terrible for my body. So yeah, but the first month I think I lost like 20 to 30 pounds. And
So
then
20 to 30 pounds just by
yeah,
changing the
it
diet, and you
it's
didn't start
insane.
working out until the fifth month.
No.
So you
Yes,
lost
yes.
like 50 pounds by the time you started working out.
Yes, I did. And I was just like a skinny fat. But it was only because I thought like, oh, if I hit the weights and stuff, like when I was fat, I was like, I'll just be like big and bulky. And
Yeah.
that was the dumbest thing ever. I should have never thought that.
So you
But
say it came up like really quick. So like in that first 5 months when you lost those 50 or 60 pounds or whatever, like
mhm.
what did that just feel like just walking around
Dude,
day
I
like
felt
like what did
okay.
that feel like?
Okay, I'll tell you right now, the weirdest part when I genuinely felt like I like lost a ton of weight, because like looking back at it, like I never thought I was that big, and
Hmm.
like that's the same person. Like I still see that like myself in that guy, even though we don't look the same. But that's still like me. Like I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird
Hmm.
feeling.
Yeah.
But I remember one time I jumped, and I jumped way higher than I normally did, and I was like, we did it. Like that was it right there. It was just a
Wow.
casual jump, and that was it. I was like, that's when I realized I lost a good amount of weight.
So basically after that 5 months, so you're down about like 230. That's when you started to start like hitting the gym and stuff. And like,
Yes, bro. I was
tell me
like,
about that.
so we started hitting Planet Fitness. Everybody starts there. Nothing wrong
Hmm.
with it. Planet Fitness gets the job done. But it was my friend at church one time. He was like, yo, he's like, I see you lost a while of weight, but like, let's put on some muscle. And I was like, okay. I was like, I thought I looked good. Like, I look good. I was on my high horse and stuff. I was like, let's do it. I get in the gym. That's a whole different spectrum. I
Hmm.
was like, what is this? I thought I was strong, whatever. But no, we hit the gym, bro. We were killing it. Like, and I became obsessed with it. Like right now, it's my passion. Like gym is like my passion. Like the
Hmm.
diet, my diet's super clean. I'll show you later. I have a journal of everything I eat for the past
Nice.
like 5 months. It's kind of crazy. But I remember hitting the gym with him. We got different jobs and stuff, so we don't work out anymore. But
Hmm.
love to him, of course, because he got me started. Now I'm just slowly progressing. So
Hmm.
that's it.
So
Love
so
the
when you
gym.
got in the gym, did that affect like what did that do to your weight loss? Did it accelerate
Oh,
it? Did it stagnate it? Like what kind of happened there?
okay. So going to the gym, if anything, it made my weight maybe go a little higher just because I was eating more and like because I needed
Hmm.
to. I needed to eat
Yeah,
more.
yeah, exactly.
And I was putting on muscle, but I looked way better. Like I think I don't know. I remember there was one time I hit one like 89 for the first time, and I was like,
Hmm.
whoa! I was like, all right, good stuff. And then like the next day, I or the next like week or so, I jumped to like maybe back to 200 or something. It was
Gotcha.
just it was crazy. But yeah, it didn't stagnate my weight. If anything, like I feel like I might have gone a little higher just because I was putting on that muscle.
So I guess so like the first 5 months you get down to 230, you're working out, and then you're kind of just stagnating and slowly losing because you said
Yeah,
now you're like 185. So I guess
yeah.
now like so moving past that 5 month period, like what the next 12 months look like.
Ooh, okay. This is actually interesting. So let's okay, so there's time periods. We'll give it
Hmm.
time periods. Well, so the first year, like April to April
Hmm.
of 22,
Yep.
that was good. I grinded my butt off that first year. But then let's say April 20, maybe let's say September of 22, I started slacking big
Okay.
time. So like
And what would
this
you weigh at
last
that
year,
time when you like,
I got back up to 210 one
okay,
time.
so 210
So
by
yeah,
September, so a year and a half in, or I guess like a year and a quarter, year and
yeah,
something like
I was
whatever.
just so like content, like, and everything was like good, everything was like flowing good, and I kind of just was like, okay, like I look better, so like I
But
can
you're still
relax
getting
a little bit.
stronger all this time, right? Like your
Yeah,
strength's still doing good.
I was gonna say I wasn't as consistent in the gym. I still was consistent, but I was just like, and that's
Hmm.
when my brother caught up. He caught me slacking, and he was like, all right, we'll start going. But yeah, that was it. But then the beginning of this year, I started taking it so serious. Like April, it was April. It's always April,
April.
man. April this year, I started
It
tracking my
must be that
foods and
time of the
stuff.
year, you know, you
I
just
guess it's just my body's like we're either going down or we're going up. Like it's
yeah.
you choose. But yeah, so this year has been great. This year has been like the beginning of this year, I was chubby. I was like way chubbier. But
So
like
what did you
now
weigh
I'm
at the
like
beginning of this year? You said now you're down to
I
185.
probably was still like 200, 210 in that
Okay.
area.
So this year like has been like really like a refining year, like really like
Yes.
leaning down, getting the cuts and
Yes.
everything, that kind of type of stuff.
I was gonna say yes. That's what because when I started writing down my foods and stuff, like I could track everything and be like, okay, this food like is not good with my body. so on and so forth. So I literally could just so I just got lean. Like I got super lean. And like the loose skin's coming in, like I'm cool with that though, because like that just means I'm getting leaner.
It was actually
But
funny. I was asking around just a few different friends, like questions to ask you, and one of the questions I kept getting so many times was like, "Your abs look so good. How do you get rid of the loose skin?" Because
okay,
that's like the biggest problem people deal with is the loose skin on the abs and lose all that weight.
yeah, so I do have loose skin. It's I swear it's got a mind of its own. I swear on everything. Like that thing comes out some days and then some days it stays in. It's the weirdest
Gotcha.
thing. But I think I might have posted like a reel today where you could see it a little bit. It just depends. I don't even know how to explain it.
Yeah. It
It's
might
like shut
depending what you're like carrying water weight or something,
yes,
maybe. Yeah.
it depends on what I eat the next day, but I do
Gotcha.
have loose skin. Like I don't know how to like that
Mm-hmm.
kind of loose skin. Like it
Yep.
just is. Like in my face, like we have loose skin.
Yep.
Um but
I mean, it
I do
looks
have loose
good though.
skin.
Like, I mean, I was
Yeah,
like, your abs, like, don't. I mean, like, I'm sure there is some loose skin, but
yeah.
like, it doesn't look like, especially like if you got the pump and everything, the angle and everything, right? It looks
Yes.
good. Like, it looks really good.
I was gonna say I definitely like give me like 5 months ago loose skin. Like way but like putting on the muscle and leaning up a little bit
Exactly. Yeah,
and
that'll
like
help even it out.
I was about to say I got so many questions like how do you deal with the loose skin? And I was like put on muscle.
Yep.
I was like
Yep.
that's the most that's the only natural way, of course.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can go get surgery, which is like $8,000 to $10,000,
Damn.
which is it's insane. I was gonna say I looked it up and I was like,
Yeah,
oh my,
I know they
that's
have that procedure. I didn't realize it was such an and it's probably like elective, so it's all like out of
yeah.
pocket type of
Yeah,
thing.
I was about to say it was 8 to 10K, and then it was like that's not even the surgeon fee, and I was like, "What is the surgeon fee?" I was
Yeah.
like,
They
"That's
got
so
a pretty high
stupid."
hourly rate, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, "What is that?" I was like, "That's the dumbest thing ever."
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have loose skin. It's okay to be like it's not as bad as I've seen some people,
Hmm.
but it's I am very fortunate with it. But when I was a bigger guy, I was like compact. They always like my friends would always call me like such a compact, like big guy. So I
Hmm.
think that like I don't think my body's meant to be big. Of course, nobody's body is meant to
Yeah.
be big. But I was like a physical kid, and like I
Hmm.
think my body was just like, you're not supposed to be fat, dude.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
give me 1 second.
I know the
What's up?
weight.
What's up? My mom said hi.
Hi.
No. Okay. Quick intermission.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I'm good.
yeah, I mean, I just know like for me, like my weight fluctuates a little bit. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
intentionally, like I gain and lose muscle. Like I mean, I bulk and cut basically, and like I just know like walking around at like 210 to 190 for me is like it's like I'm a whole different person. So I just like
Really?
losing 100 pounds, like I mean, that's got to be like crazy, you know, like in the
Yeah.
jumping
I
thing.
I don't know how to explain it because I like I
Did
don't
you
know.
ever feel like burdened by the weight? Like it was just like you're carrying
No,
over.
that's a, no,
You never
never.
had
Like
that?
I would go like I would still do stuff. Like I
So you're
wasn't
still a
like
very active person.
yes, as a
Okay.
bigger guy, yes. Like I still work concrete. When I was that big, I just
Hmm.
of course like ate and played video
Interesting.
games like all the time. So
So
it was or yeah.
were you tracking your calories at all when you were cutting? Like that initial like
No,
starvation? So
no.
like so what like give me like your daily like so for the first like month, what were you eating
I think
every day?
okay.
Yeah.
I okay. The only thing I can remember is literally okay. Of course, like you had salads in there. Like I would eat salads, but I remember the very first day we went out with friends and I just ate a cheeseburger that day. That was it. Nothing else. It was like dinner and that was it. And it was like that was terrible. But the only thing I can remember is my mom would like bring home these shakes and that was like I remember I would just munch on those and we were good.
Hmm.
We called it a day. And that's the only thing I can remember. So that was the diet. It was shakes and
And so
burger.
like did you ever struggle with the fact of being like hungry all the time? Or you just like were like, yeah,
No, I
think
was
about something
straight
else.
up. It was like it was mind over body. I've always believed that it still is mind over
Hmm.
body, but my mind was so like focused and like dedicated that I was losing weight no matter what. So like I didn't care about being hungry. It was seriously, it was crazy.
So you said you had like a few times where you were like like had like a little bit of like got slacked off a little bit, but like
Mhm.
you never really were like I mean, I guess you had that, but like all in all, it seems like your motivation level throughout this entire process has been pretty high. I mean, obviously it's
Yeah,
gonna dip a little bit because I mean like you're human and it's like over a 2 year
yeah,
period.
of
So
course.
it's like it's
Yeah, I was gonna
hard
say.
to keep that up. Like, you
Yeah,
know, but
there was one night that like boosted my motivation. So my friend group were a bunch of trolls. Like I'm not a troll, but they're just they joke too much. Like they
Yeah.
joke too much. So I remember one night we were at like I don't know if you know what Cheddar's is, but it's a restaurant,
I think
and
I've heard of it.
we were there one night, and I remember I got a steak, and I was hungry, and I ate it super fast, and I remember the amount of jokes I got for like eating it so fast because I was so hungry was
Yeah.
insane. That if anything, that like pushed me to a different point. I was like, okay, I was like, I'll show y'all what's up. Like my closest friend, I was like, I'll show you guys, like I'll get this done.
Yeah, I have that
Um,
too. Like if you have to like prove something to somebody,
yeah,
I work best off of spite, which I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but it's like
it
it
can be. I
works.
was
It works.
it depends, I guess. Like if you're
Yeah.
upset with that guy, maybe not. But yeah.
So what would be your plan for the next like 12 months or what moving
Ooh.
forward? What are you thinking?
Okay. I just got a coach like last week.
Hmm.
So he right, it's a close friend of mine. He is in the military and he coaches people like on base and stuff.
Hmm.
So he like we're working out. Like he doesn't coach like other people, but we're working out. Like I'm following his lead. We're learning. So I'm going on a 6 month lean bulk right now,
Okay.
which as a former like fat guy, I don't want to go to bulk. I don't want to gain weight on
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I hate that. But I'm like my whole thing like with this transformation has been all about time. So like if a bulk takes time for me to look better, I'll do it. Like
Yep.
I won't complain about it. So that's where I'm at for the 6 months, and then I think like a 3 month mini cut, and then we'll kind of just continue because he wants me to put on more mass. And
Hmm.
I'm like, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah.
I trust him, so I'm like, let's do it. But it's just a lean bulk, so I'll probably lose the abs here and there, but it's okay.
Hmm.
We're cool.
Let's see. So as far as your workout plan when you first started, like you were pretty much just you said you kind of had someone to guide you, so you
Yeah,
kind of
I
just
did.
following him mostly.
Yeah. So literally, I think okay. So he was already in it, kind of like he worked out a good amount. Like he was stronger.
Hmm.
Like he did know what he was doing. So it made like it easier for me like by a million. Like he was like form over like weight. He was like make sure you know that because like new guys love pushing weight without doing the greatest form.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was just like, "Do get your form right, and then let's get this going." So we did like push pull legs, like any normal human being at the beginning. So I literally I've done push pull legs up until like 2 weeks ago when I started this new split.
Gotcha.
So it's I was gonna say for the two or for the year and a half that I've been working out, it's been literally just push pull legs. But we're switching it up, and I am so sore, like it is unreal. My chest is inflamed,
Yeah, yeah.
but
That's good. I mean, that's good stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was a interesting answers you had to some of these questions because like it I thought you'd have a lot more like back and forth, like conflict, but it's crazy
yeah,
like that light switch mentality. But I mean, I feel like
yes.
that maybe that's what it takes, you know. I mean, if you want massive change, you just have to take massive action like that, you know. It's like
No, no, that was supposed to say. That's great. I've always told somebody like you can't make somebody change that like doesn't want to change. Like you can't like go up in the room and be like, let's work
yeah.
out. No, like that guy's got to get
Kind
up.
of's got
He's
to
got to
come from
go.
inside. You know,
That's
they
what I'm
got
saying.
you
Like
can
you,
try to inspire that within them, but
yes,
it has to ultimately come from the inside, I think. Yeah.
yeah. I was going to say you can have like all the external motivation, but if you are not even motivating yourself, then like what's the point?
Yeah.
So I will tell guys like if you make the like change in your head, you will change 100%. Like if you decide like you will like who cares about your body? Who cares like if your body hurts or whatever? You'll push. Like trust me.
Yep.
And
I
that's just all
agree.
mine was. I made that switch and I was like, all right, let's do this. So that was it. I was just on a whole train ride, just going up.
Nice. Yeah. Well, that was all my questions. So, I mean, it was a cool little interview, I guess. Unless you want to add
Oh, you're
anything
good.
else.
Um. Oh, I can show you the journal real quick. I
Oh
did.
yeah, that'd be cool.
So recently, so I've actually gotten to eat more recently, which is nice. But so I usually shoot. Oh shoot, showing the camera this is gonna be terrible. So I write them all out, pen and paper, like
Yeah.
literally, like you can't really see it too well. I know you can't, but
Yeah.
2,600 calories. Like I'm just like pen and paper,
So
like
you just go like straight nutrition label to there and you just write it down, write it out, and you just got
yes,
it
like
all.
literally, like I got abbreviations, so I don't even know if you'd understand this. Like if you just came along, you'd be like, what the heck is AB? Like I got abbreviations, but no, that tracking, because like in your head, when you eat something, it's like, oh, I like let's say around 500 calories. Like it
Hmm.
just slowly, all the small stuff like slowly add up. But that's when, like when I started doing that like tracking thing, that's when like my, not saying everybody should track, but that's when like my workouts and everything and like leanness started like coming in. Like,
Yeah, I would say I agree the exact same thing. I mean, I've been tracking my calories now since so I've been working out for 7 years, but I only recently started tracking my calories last September.
oh
And doing
really?
that, I mean, has made a big difference because I mean, just like what
Yes.
you said, you don't realize how much you're eating, and then like
Hmm.
your internal appetite or hunger gauge usually isn't the best like
Yeah, no, I
determinant of like
agree.
what when you should or shouldn't eat,
I was gonna say I've
especially if you're
had.
eating bad stuff because you'll just eat a ton of it.
Yes. Bro, binge eating is the worst. I will not lie. Binge eating is what gets me. I won't even have a cheat meal.
Hmm.
Like I'll literally go smack down like 60 grams of protein of the healthiest thing ever. But
Hmm.
obviously you don't need that whenever you hit the maintenance.
Yeah.
So I literally that's my binge eating because I don't know. Binge eating is the worst. But I won't cheat. I'm still so great with like cheat meals. Like if I have like chocolate, I feel like my whole body like swells. I
Yeah.
don't even know how to explain it. It's the weirdest thing. But
I guess you what do you we when we first started talking about your metabolism, how that changed and stuff.
oh, so starving myself because you're not supposed to do that. You're not your body stores food and stuff and all that. So literally, right, like my metabolism was so like messed up for like a year. No, like even I feel like even up to this like year and a half, it just started like situating. I don't know how to
Hmm.
explain it,
So what
but
do you
I
mean by that?
remember,
Like, did it affect like your
yeah,
appetite or like just your
no, I can gain weight
overall?
and lose weight super fast, like
Okay.
unreal quick. Like if I wanted to go to 200 pounds by next week, I think I could
Hmm.
realistically. My body, but or maybe not, because my body has been good. Like I remember I'll have like a cheat meal or something, and I'll like, if anything, lose weight sometimes, and I'm like,
Hmm.
okay. But I remember since my body didn't know what it was like to eat like that much for like the first year or whatever, it would just as soon as I did eat like a big meal or something, it'd be like, okay, we're gonna hold on to this. Like we're not gonna let it go. Like so on and so forth. So
Yeah,
it was weird.
yeah, I'm just trying to think about like I'm trying to think like what kind of symptoms or how did that like take effect in your life, or did you notice any like side effects from like the
I
massive weight loss?
side effects. Let me think. Did I have any side effects? I don't think so. I think from the weight, I don't know. I was gonna say from the weight loss, the only I like some people are like, oh, when I lose weight, like I got happy and stuff. That didn't happen for me because I was enjoying myself
Hmm.
anyways. So I don't know if there was something that like symptoms. I'm telling you, when I jumped that one time, I was so happy. I was like,
Yeah.
I can actually jump. But I think that might be it because I just don't remember anything else. I don't remember there being any symptoms or whatever. I do remember when I could see like my legs for the first time from like my stomach
Yeah.
like point of view. Like if I looked down, I could see my legs, and I was like, "Dang!" I was like, "All right, that was cool." And my leg or my feet got so like bony compared to what they used to be. They used to be
Yeah.
like fat sausages, bro, and my feet are like so bony now, and they're cold. Oh, that's it. That's the symptom. I got cold easily,
Hmm,
like
interesting.
cold. Yes, weird because I shedded off all the fat and stuff. And so my body, I like literally, I used to work at a gas station and we would go in the freezer to check out the drinks and stuff. And I remember I was like, I used to be so good with being like cold and stuff. Like I'd wear shorts in the winter and I was like, I'm good. Lost the weight, bro. I'm freezing. I'm like begging for two pairs of gloves. And I'm bony right now. I'm like, this is weird.
Do you
But I think
still
I'm good
have
with it
that,
now.
or is
No,
that
I think I'm
okay?
good with it
Okay.
now. But I think it was literally like that first like
Huh.
year, like 2 years, because I remember getting cold last year. So
That's
I think like
interesting.
literally it's yeah, that was a weird part. I That's funny that you asked that. That's the only part I remember. That's the only symptom was just getting cold. It was just because I was so bony. Like I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
But that was the
Um.
only symptom.
Yeah. Well, I think that was pretty good.